Hey, good day, good day, good day. It's Ronco Johnson, your lifestyle focused wealth coach. Let me ask you a question. If your income were to come to a stop, you don't own money. Money owns you. So today we're going to be talking about on our show how the wealthy buy money. Buy back their time. And we're going to talk about how we use AI and financial intelligence to build your legacy and help you not to burn out. That still be today's topic. And this is not for you. This is a conversation today that we're just going to jump right on into it because this isn't hustle. This is structure. This is what we're talking about. So we want to give everybody the opportunity to dive right on in and understand what we are discussing today. Because most people, we're taught how to earn money, but almost none of us are taught how to buy money. And when we think about that in a construct, that will change the way you think. That will reset your mind, recalibrate everything you know about money. And this is an activity that we can start right now, today, this afternoon, right after this podcast. And you're going to want to share it with your family, your friends, and much more. This is the episode. So here I'm going to break down how high-level wealth thinkers use artificial intelligence and financial intelligence to do a few things. And in this conversation, you're going to learn how to earn more revenue without working more hours. We're going to talk to you about buying back your time and using leverage. These are systems that are tested and proven, and you can use them right away. And then we're also going to talk about minimizing taxes legally through structure, not through loopholes. See, my years of being a financial expert and being in the insurance and financial service business and a certified AI consultant, I have this wonderful opportunity to talk to people like yourself, and we design wealth that works, and we really do mean that. And when we talk about it, that's really what life is all about. Design wealth that works when you don't want to work. That's the foundation of our lifestyle-focused wealth philosophy. And we want to talk to you more and more and more and get you more excited about owning nothing and controlling absolutely everything. And that's what people learn inside our lifestyle-focused wealth community. And this is why we teach how AI and financial intelligence comes together to create more time freedom, more cash flow control, privacy and protection, and generalization systems that outlive you. Now, I should go ahead and tell you this at the very beginning. If you're a person that only knows how to work for money, this episode is probably going to change everything you believe. That's my warning to you. So I'm glad to see you sticking around. Thank you for joining us. This is When the Lights Go Out. Are you ready? And we're going to be diving into that. And before we get to it, we'll get the full breakdown. Thank you for joining us. We want to make sure we give you the tools that help you succeed. And we really want you to win. We want you to win on a continuous basis. So that's why you come to us. That's exactly why you come to us. And that's why I'm here. And we want to just welcome you back. So if this is your first time, thank you for joining us. Again, my name is Ronco Johnson. I want to make sure you do a couple things. The cost of admission, it's pretty easy. We want to invite you guys to talk to us. We want you to be inside the room, and we want you to be interactive. So if you hear something that really just drives your mental, something that you want to write down and scribble, put the words takeaways and put it in the chat. Put it in the chat, and then don't forget, smash the like button. Go ahead and let everybody know. Go ahead and hit every one of those buttons down below. Subscribe, share. We know people who need to wake up. The wake-up call is here. We have an answer for you. Ring the notification bell, okay? That way you get all the updates when we drop new information. We want to make sure that you get in on the new content, and it's the blueprint. We're giving you the blueprint, and we want to make sure that we're building it together. No gatekeeping here. That's what we're talking about. No gatekeeping here. We want you to be involved. We want you to maximize the opportunity for the information that you get for those of you who are just clicking for the freebie, okay? But we're going to encourage you to come on inside because we know that speed for high promoters, high movers, prime movers, prime anything prime moves with speed. But it also comes at a price. There's a cost to get inside the information of what wealthy people know. But you got to stop and think. Even if that costs were hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars, how much is it costing you not to have the information? So we have to flip the script. We have to start thinking a little bit more wisely about how to buy more money and how to buy more product. And I know that's probably driving you nuts and you want to know how we're going to buy more money. In just a moment, we're going to talk about how we do that. And it's pretty easy to do when you really think about it. But hey, first of all, go down to the descriptions after this, after our show, sign up and get on our bi-weekly email list. I'm telling you, you want to be on an email list so you can get the engaging articles that are coming out, recipes, all the different things that we do, okay? We want you to be inside the room. And then you get the special invites to our coaching sessions and then our masterminds or our one-on-one with me, whichever one you want. So we need to make sure that you're on the list and become a part of our Lifestyle Focused Wealth community. It's easy to join. You can just go ahead and join it. It's easy to join. It's $16 a month when you pay the annual subscription. This is our low entry offer. The price goes up because the information becomes more valuable. And the more value we have, the faster you get the information you need to buy your time back. See how I did that? Did you see how I did that? So, so listen, if you really want to maximize your situation, these are not just talking points that we're talking about. We're giving you the blueprint right up front. I'm telling you, I've been giving you the blueprint. For those of you who have been watching us, you've been getting it the whole time. So we want to make sure that you completely understand where we're headed and why we're doing it and why financial intelligence is so important. Because I think that goes a step beyond financial literacy and financial education. I want to define what intelligence means to us and how we define it. Intelligence is simply when we take all the information that you've read in books, all the knowledge that you think you know about whatever it is, and we combine those things together and they work together. For you AI consultants or you people out there learning AI, you guys call that a stack. A stack, for people who are not AI consultants, a stack is when you take information like ChatGPT or Copilot, and then you put information from other tools together to create this fabulous outlay. You may use Canva, you may be using Gamma, you might be using Opus Clips or whatever those things are out there, you may be using those. But you can use them individually or you can use them collectively. When you put them all together, guess what? You have something much more intelligent. You have something that's brilliant. Each piece of that puzzle does something that the other piece cannot do or does not do very well. Well, that's the same thing with financial intelligence. You have products and services, and you have strategies and solutions. But every one of those products cannot do what others are strongest at. All too often, we have the conversation about, hey, I got this plan versus that plan. I'm with this company versus that company. Well, it's all about how the strategy fits. And the strategy usually is not something you just go buy. You have to find the right professionals, the right architects, the right engineers, the right designers to put that stack together. And that information is valuable. That information is not easy to find. And I think all too often we mistake the product or the service or the tool for that being where we need to go. And that's not true. It's the individuals who understand, have put their time, put their money, put their resources, into learning how to use those stacks or using those levels of intelligence collectively that have unlocked the secret, because they're saving time and they're building wealth faster, and they're learning that buying money is easier than ever before. And that's what we're going to be talking about today. So we want to make our talking points very clean and easy for you today. So if I'm making sense for you very early, go ahead and put in the comments, I'm winning. And if you're new to our show, please put in there where you're from, where you're from, and how's the weather? Because down here in Atlanta, we're getting ready for an ice storm. It's a little chilly down here. So I want to say good day to everybody and good day to all our lifestyle focused wealth architects. And we're going to go jump right on into it, if you don't mind. Here's our first little problem. Number one, we're talking about the problem. The problem that high income and low control, people who have high income and low control. If you know those kind of people, most people don't have an income problem. They have a structure problem. So if time is required for money, freedom is impossible. I want to say that again. If time is required for money, freedom is impossible. Because, see, when you think about it, wealth is not just about how much you make, it's about how much you control. All too often, we have the discussions about how much we make. You ever met a person that's making a six-figure income, but they live like they're below the poverty level? That's because we're not talking about controlling our wealth, controlling our money that we make. The soundbite simply goes like this: busy is not wealthy. Leverage is definitely wealthy. That's what we talk about in our Lifestyle Focused Wealth community. That's part of our secret sauce. But I might just be giving you words right now. You might not be understanding exactly what I'm saying. But it's enough to get you intrigued enough to maybe change your habit. Maybe to be inside the room becomes very valuable when everybody in the room knows how to leverage, whether it be leveraging AI tools or leveraging financial tools. Leverage works the same. And I'm building this conversation up today so that you can see the construct and the parity between the two, and why it's so significant, and why we are so necessary. Our lifestyle focused wealth philosophy and structure is so necessary because it's the way we're moving forward. Number two reason, when I talk about buying money, what do I mean? What do I really mean about buying money? Buying money. You know, I heard something over the last week, and this gentleman, and I forgot his name right now, but I'm going to come back to it, and I will make sure that I give him his credit, because he woke my eyes up to something. And we were on the topic of buying money. We're on the topic of buying money. And he said to me, he said to the group, and remember, I said to you earlier, if you're not being coached and you are a coach, something ain't right. Something ain't not right. Top performers need coaches. Top performers need coaches, folks. We pay handsomely for coaches. Not just any coach. We want coaches that are at the best of what they do, because iron sharpens iron. It continuously sharpens iron. And once you're around these type of prime thinkers, these type of prime movers, you cannot undo what you've learned. So, I'm just going to spill a little bit of tea. Something as simple as saying, how do you buy money? Let's just say you were investing $1. Okay? Walk with me on this. I need you all to stop what you're doing and visualize what I'm saying. If you have $1 and you invested it and you bought stock in whatever company you like, doesn't matter. And let's just say the value of that company went up to $10. You just bought $9 for $1. Think about that. Did you just buy money? If you knew that every $1 was going to buy you $9, would you buy that or would you buy your Birkin bag? Would you buy your car? Because psychologically, when people say, hey, I'm really thinking about buying this car, I really want to get that car, I'm thinking about this car, they've already psychologically thought about buying the car. But that's a consumer mindset. And as a consumer, that's the rat race. That puts you right back in the hamster wheel. We're trying to change how you think about it. Instead of saying, I want to buy that car or I want to buy that dress, how about this? When I get my money, I want to buy more money. I want to buy more money. Why? Because if I spend $1 on buying money, I just made $9. If I take $9 and I buy more money, that's $90, and so on. So when you start thinking about why you want to buy money, you change your behavior instantly. Buying money acquires assets. It acquires systems. It acquires instruments that produce cash flow. Here's some examples of what I'm saying. Capital that creates more capital. Your dollar creates more dollars. AI systems that replace time. Financial structures that recycle dollars efficiently. See, we're too worried about what we're spending, and many of us financial experts, if you are a financial expert, go ahead and put it in the chat. Tell me if this is something you've experienced. Over 28 years of expertise, every household I've ever walked into, the first thing they want to say is, how much does it cost? How much does it cost? Well, cost is relative. Because if you don't have the information, how much is it costing you? See, I'd rather spend $10,000 on the secret. That way I got more time to utilize it. Am I making sense to you guys today? So earned money is fragile. Bought money is loyal. I can buy more money. And the more money I buy, eventually over time with compounded interest, it's going to give me back more time to do whatever I like. See, I think I just gave y'all the secret. If you didn't understand what I just said, boy, give me a thumbs up or tell me something in the chat. Let me know that I'm not just giving you just all this juiciness right up front, right here on the freebie, on the podcast. Why? Because we're real. We're real. Number 3 reason today is we're talking about buying back time. Buying back time is today's real flex. That is the flex. It isn't the car you drive. It ain't how much money you make. Time is the only non-renewable asset that you got. AI equals time compression. FI, financial intelligence, is decision optimization. And together we call this the AFI. AFI removes you from low value activity. AFI, artificial and financial intelligence. Yes, that's mine. We've trademarked it. You can borrow it. AFI is all about removing the low value activity from your entire life. Because the wealthy, they don't work harder. They disappear from the process. They create systems that do the process for them. This gives them more time. What is the most valuable asset that I've always said? If you've been following our podcast, what have I been saying? I've been saying it for over a couple of years now. The most valuable thing you have in life is time. Some people say it, but they don't understand what they're saying. And they don't act in the way that it's supposed to be thought about. A lot of people are just regurgitating some of the words that we say, but they're not paying attention to the meaning. That's kind of like you reading the first pages of a book and think you already know the end of the story. You can't leave out the middle. You got to go through the whole process. You can't show up for day one of class and get an A as if you've been there already. It's kind of like when I introduced myself as an insurance agent. People say, oh, I got a cousin to do this, and I got a cousin that does exactly what you do, and I don't need to talk to you. No, no, no. No, no, no. Every professional is not the same. Did he go to the classes that I went to? Does he work as hard as I do? Does he have the same work ethic, the desire to help people as I do? Did he put the extra time and the money in that I've put in? Did he put the time, the resources, and then the community of information? Where is he getting it from? How are we relaying it? I think it's important for us to talk about energy and energy transfer, because energy transfer, positive or negative, impacts your business. We got to talk about this. Think about what I'm saying. Bad energy. Have you ever been around somebody with bad energy? And that day you were having a good day and all of a sudden you just started feeling bad? Put that in the chat. Yes or no? If you understand where I'm going with that, put that in the chat. But then you meet somebody that's having a fantastic day. They have a great energy about them. They just simply tell you, hey, your hair is beautiful. It makes your day. Just one compliment makes your day. You're good looking, you're handsome. That information was powerful. Guess what? It makes your day. Energy transfer. Energy transfer. I want to just go ahead and put something out there. Another thought leader that I was listening to over the past weeks, we were talking about abuse. And he said, well, one of our community's biggest abusive behaviors is our inability to really understand that parents are abusing our children every day. We're abusing our children every day based off of the information that we're not willing to share with them. The room gets quiet when you start using words like abuse. It is abusive to have the financial intelligence and not share it. It is abuse to know the knowing, not believing, the knowing, and not prepare for it. It is abuse if you're still trying to put money in a pickle jar because that's what they used to do way back then, versus teaching your kids how to buy more money. It is abuse when we're focusing on only being a consumer. Folks, we got to wake up. We got to wake up. Why most people never learn this? They don't learn it in schools because schools teach income. They don't teach leverage. Public knowledge creates employees, not controllers. See, private strategies require a new language, a new identity, a new level of responsibility. And some of you, I understand, have you ever met someone with a PhD, but they're just dumb as rocks? They don't have any idea how the real world works, but they can tell you how a book is read. But they'll work for you very well. But what happens when that world is taken from them? No matter how intelligent they are, how many degrees they have, there's someone above them that can take that opportunity away. There's somebody that unlocks or locks the door every single day. When you start thinking about what you control versus what you own, it's probably better to start thinking about owning your control. Man, I'm on one today. I am on one today. So you weren't excluded from this conversation. You were uninvited until now, until today. See, most people don't realize you can work all you want. You're not going to get past that certain door because you weren't invited. I don't know. We're not trying to change somebody. We're not trying to change somebody. I just want to make sure that here, all we're doing is talking about facts. Don't get mad at me. I'm just a messenger. I'm just a messenger that loves you. Your big brother loves you, right? So, number 5, AFI, artificial and financial intelligence explained. Here it is. AI saves time. You cannot go any further than not saying that it doesn't. It does. Simple as this. AI saves time. Put in the prompt. Tell me about Ronco Johnson. Tell me about Ronco Johnson's lifestyle focused wealth philosophy. Go ahead. There's your prompt. Saves you time. You don't have to do the research. It's going to tell you right then. If you're who's who, if you're the real people, it's going to tell you right then. If you have a certain question or a certain design, now we want to start thinking about how AI saves time. Well, if you're just looking up people like it's Google, you're missing the point. How about share with me how I can make $1 million in the next 12 months? Save me time. I don't need to wait till I'm 65 to get to $1 million. I don't need to wait until put money into my 401k or my oh no K forever and ever and amen and not get it because I'm hoping for a result. You can go to AI right now and ask for structure. Simply to save yourself time. FI, financial intelligence, saves you money. Financial intelligence saves you money because we know that the individual and the continuity between individuals and business are totally different. The individuals paying all the taxes and the business owners are paying less taxes. We know that. That's a construct. FI, financial intelligence, saves you money. If you're paying $50,000 in taxes and you over here are paying $10,000 in taxes, it just saved you $40,000 to be a business owner. We've talked about that. If you got student loans and you're paying $500 a month to a credit card, $800 a month to a car loan, but you're not willing to buy more money, sticking money into your cash value, letting it earn a dividend and interest, compounding every year for the rest of your life, and then borrowing against it to leverage the money. That way you can pay for your college, pay for your car. You're missing the information. AFI does both simultaneously. That's why we at Lifestyle Focused Wealth think that we are the answer or the antidote to most people's biggest problem. This is how we're able to do it. We're able to increase your revenue, reduce your taxes, and build systems that scale without stress. I'm putting it all together for you today because AFI isn't the future. It's not. It's the filter between hustle and legacy. That's all we're doing is telling you, hey, stop hustling. Let's build this legacy intentionally. How powerful is that for the legacy of people behind us, beside us, or in front of us? This is the opportunity for us who have started out in communities that are coming out the race behind to not only catch up, but to accelerate at speeds that have never been seen before. If you're following what I'm saying, if you're following what I'm putting down, please put that in the chat. Give me a thumbs up. Let me know that this energy is coming back around and you're really taking off with what I'm saying. Don't just listen. Get active. Don't just be paying attention to what I'm saying. Start processing what I'm saying. Speed. The faster you act, the faster you get to the result. It ain't going to be the freebie that gets you there. Pay the money because it's already costing you more than what you have to spend. Pay it, whatever the information is that you need to learn, so that you can put yourself in the room and put yourself in the process, and then you can start buying back your life. Buy more time, buy more money. If you start thinking that way, you are now inside of our lifestyle focused wealth framework. It's simple. Wealth is built through identity, structure, and intention. This is why money flows through systems. Legacies follow mastery. As long as you can master this information, who doesn't want to buy more money? If you're watching what I'm saying, put buy more money in the chat. Please, if you're watching this as a replay, go ahead and put it in a DM. Buy more money. Hashtag buy more money. We should be thinking about our core principle to reinforce is own nothing, control everything. That's why entities should be the part of the thing that we control. What are we talking about? Insurance. We're talking about trust. We're talking about corporations. Own nothing, control everything. Everything being your car, your life, your time. Control it. And then you should want to become a master at it. We should want to become a master at it. Mastery is the price of legacy. Spending the time to become a master at it is the price of your legacy. It gets no more easy than that. If you're not focused on what I'm saying, my favorite slogan, when the lights go out, are you ready? Are you ready? Many of you aren't ready. And that's okay. That's a choice. That's a decision that you make. But for those of you that I'm talking to, that this resonates in your heart and in your mind, what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? It's time to build your identity, your personal brand. It's time to start thinking about how we're going to structure it. And then you need to be absolutely intentional about it. As let's tell you a quick story. One of my mentors in life told me when I first started my company, he said, if you don't believe in yourself, how can you ask anybody else to believe in you? Still today, I believe in myself first. Believe in yourself first. So I want to make sure that we're empowering our community to start believing in themselves. Because every person, not just young people, every person in this framework, you could create a $49 pamphlet and sell it for $45 on the internet. And the money that comes from that is buying you more money. No, it doesn't have to make you a millionaire. But if it was $49 and it brought you $400, you just bought more money. Now you get money coming in. Hopefully it ain't coming to you. It's coming to your business. Why? Because you can control the revenue. You can control the taxes. When we start to put this whole framework together, AI, financial intelligence, AI to drive up our revenue, financial intelligence to start understanding what to do with the money that we get, and we start thinking about it a little bit differently, and we shift our mindset from what we're going to go buy, from things that don't make us anything, to things that are always buying us more money, buying us more assets. And then the earnings from those assets give us what we want. This is what we teach inside our Lifestyle Focused Wealth community. Coaching, systems, AI, financial intelligence. This is not motivation. This is an activation call. That's all this is. And for all of those people who are out there that are listening, please hit the like button. Drive this up. Share it with your family and friends. They need to hear it. They need to hear it. And if you want to know more, do me a favor. Contact us. LifestyleFocusWealth.com is really simple to do. Contact us. Schedule your one-on-one time with me if you need to have a conversation. Because if you're ready to stop just earning money and stop owning outcomes, Welcome home. Welcome home. That's where we are. That's where we are. That's where we are today. It's not that's really not that difficult of a thing when we start to really just put it back. Buying more money. Huh. I was teaching a young lady, a little high schooler. She says she goes to Starbucks and spends $5 at least every morning. And I said, "You really love Starbucks?" She said, "Yes, sir. I really love Starbucks." I said, "So where do you get the $5 from?" She said, "My mom gives it to me." So I asked her, I said, "Is there ever a time when your mom doesn't have the $5 to give to you?" She says, "Once in a while. And that's the day I'm the most grumpy." I said, "Why are you grumpy?" She said, "Because I can't get my coffee." And I said, "Well, because you didn't get your coffee, you're grumpy?" She said, "No, it's because my mom didn't have the money to give me so I could get the coffee. Made me grumpy. So I'm grumpy around all my friends all day at school because I didn't get my coffee." I need you to think about what I just said there. Unknowingly and unconsciously, she just took her energy because mom didn't have $5 for her that day, shifted it onto her mom, and then took it to school and shifted it onto her classmates and her teachers. And that would be a negative day. And that negative energy was all because she didn't get her coffee. How much did that cost everybody around that person? That cost everybody a lot, an awful lot. Let's just suppose I told her, I said, if you took that $5 that your mom gives you every single day, did you know that you could buy Starbucks for less than that coffee? And she said, "I don't understand." Well, let's take the dollar and buy more dollars. Teach that kid how to invest more dollars. If Starbucks is it, Nike's it, if your favorite book or brand is it, go start there. Buy more dollars. It's cheaper to buy the stock in that company than it was to buy the product that they sell. And then when your money earns more money, you can take the earnings and buy your coffee. It didn't cost you anything. She said, "Mr. Johnson, I'm going to try that." So we had some one-on-one time and talked to her about it. And guess what? She's a youngster. She's already investing. And she's learned that investing was a way that she could control buying her coffee. Now, that might not be the thing that I wanted her to learn, but it was a behavior that said, I need to control and make a decision of what I do with the money so I can have the outcome that I desire. See? So that I can have the outcome that I desire. So if the outcome that you desire is a lifestyle, income tax free, not of working, of earning money, but basically living a lifestyle that you've dreamed of, that's the desire. Well, to reach what you desire, you need to buy more money. Let's go buy some money today. Because buying that money helps you buy back your time that you're working to earn money for. And then you're going to realize that you can have your heart's desire because you have the time, the money, and resources. And it's my hope and my dream that you continue to pass that information on to the next generation. It's a repeatable process that everybody can learn. It's a repeatable process that you should be willing to share. And when I come back from the break, we're going to close it out with how you can just get involved and tell people a little bit more about what you know versus what you believe. Hey, join our Lifestyle Focused Wealth community. Membership starting at $16 a month when you pay the annual subscription. So register online today at www.lifestylefocuswealth.com. Hey, I'm Ronco Johnson, your Lifestyle Focused Wealth Coach. Thank you guys for joining us. Hopefully today we just brought some things home for you so that you could think about what we're talking about a little bit more. If you want to give us more detail or you want to send me an email, you can always reach us at info@roncojohnson.com. But most importantly, I would rather you just go straight over to roncojohnson.com, and then you can schedule your one-on-ones, or you can even look in there and there's other details and things that you might want to just know about what we're talking about. But we want to make sure that you continue to stay with us, right? We want you to stay with us and keep coming back for more information. And you can catch these full versions on YouTube every Friday at 1 o'clock. We try to do it live every Friday right here, live. And then we got replays that go out throughout the week. And obviously, as things continue forward, we want to make sure we're changing your life. We want to make sure we're changing the people around you in a positive way and giving us something to start to think about. All these wealth practices that you can apply right now, AI plus FI, artificial intelligence plus financial intelligence, breeds speed and more time. If we're able to do this over and over and over again, think about the impact that we're making across the board. Think about all the people that we are going to affect together. That's right, together. It's much better when we work together than individually, because we're empowering communities to get where we want to go. If this is making sense to you, do me a favor. In closing today, put down powerful in our chat and put that out there. #powerful, because we want everyone to be ready. We shouldn't be caught off guard by the things that we know are going to happen. Everyone has a start date. Everyone has an end date, but it's the decision that you make in between those two dates that drive your legacy. And you don't have to wait to the end to enjoy. You can start having a peace of mind right now. You can start having the freedoms that you enjoy right now. So why delay? Go out and buy you some more dollars today. Go out and buy some more dollars today. Because at the end of the day, buying those dollars is probably cheaper than what you were purchasing anyway. Hey, that's my time. I'm Ronco Johnson, your Lifestyle Focused Wealth Coach. I look forward to seeing you at the top. Check in every Friday, 1 o'clock for live, right here on When the Lights Go Out. Are you ready? Until next time, I will see you around the way. God bless, be careful, stay warm, and I'll see you next week.